Hi guys, this is In the Shadows. Yes, you know how we do it. So In the Shadows is where we get anonymous stories and then we talk about it and then we share our mind about it. So today here with me I have all over. Charlie man, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well by the grace of God.
Charlie. We day inside and now today.
Charlie.
Yeah. So quick one and then a fast one. So today we have an anonymous story here that we are going to read out and then we share our thoughts about it. So you can also share your thoughts about it in the comment section too as well, wherever you're watching us on, whether YouTube or TikTok. So that's what I say. Let's just do the needful. And don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time watching and share, comment, and like as well. All right. So our first story here goes like I started dating my girlfriend early January this year. Yes, I really love my girl. Aww. I have no intention of cheating. She has all the qualities I need. Okay. Of late, though, she's making me question as to whether she loves me or just wants someone to sleep with. Oh, really? Me and her are both hypersexual. Okay, and that works out fine for both of us. But aside from sex, I want us to have a connection. So before you continue with the story, Zay, do you know what a hypersexual is? When somebody says that I'm hypersexual,
Yeah, like the person has a high sex,
drive,
drive.
yeah, high sex libido, Charlie. So somebody works. There was this one time way back in school, we were having a conversation like the boys, and then the one guy was like, for me, he said he likes sex a lot, so he wants to have a girlfriend who can match his sex energy. So which means he's very hypersexual. So he wants someone who is hypersexual. And then you realize that sometimes a guy is hypersexual and then he'll go and be with a girl who isn't hypersexual. So with that, sometimes it becomes a bit of a problem when it's there. I mean, those of you who know you can relate. So so what would you say about someone being with hypersexual and someone being with someone who is not hypersexual?
So, you know, first of all, I would like to thank you for this opportunity.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure,
So,
sure.
so we're talking about someone who is like high, having sex high drive.
Yeah.
So when dating someone like that, I think the best option is that you should go for someone who you can match like your energy because most of these cases whereby you hear that maybe these girls or maybe these young listener they are kind of their lifespan or maybe their health status is going or this thing is some of these things because you see if you go and pick someone who is having a high sex driver
Yeah.
and every day he's kind of banging and always having you there is kind of draining your energy. Maybe your energy will not reach that state.
Yeah, okay.
So I think you should go for somebody who matches your energy because cannot match your
Can you raise your voice a little
if
bit?
his energy cannot match your energy and you are going for him, and definitely it will be kind of weakening you or killing you slowly. You
Yeah.
understand? So that's what I would say because everybody and his or like their body system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And
true.
sometimes so I think maybe if the conversation can be there between both of them, like you talk to the girl or maybe they both will discuss about it that this and they will understand each other for maybe the girl who understand and maybe how would I put it
Get someone for
get
him.
someone if
Yeah, there's been incidents where the lady says I can't match his I mean his sex energy or his sex drive. So the lady herself um found someone for him. And even that story cry, yesterday the man was too, so it is what it is.
yeah. So our advice that maybe you should go straight for your energy. Yeah, that's what our advice.
Okay, let me just zoom into the mic. Okay, so uh, hmm, well, let's see what this story entails. Because having someone who is hypersexual and someone who is not hypersexual, it's a whole lot of things. So this last let's just talk about this last thing. So maybe like the way you are saying, the person will be draining. Let's say the guy is hypersexual, the girl is not hypersexual. So that if that happens, the girl will be drained. Like
Yeah,
the energy will be, feel like to be too much for her.
yeah. And you
So
know they say too much of everything is bad, yeah?
yeah, yeah, too
Yeah.
much.
So you don't know what if it
But this
what
is
if it
good.
ends you?
Sex is not that bad, bro.
Sex is good, but you know everything. I mean, too much of everything is
It's
bad.
bad. Yeah,
Is
I
it
get you.
when you are doing those kind of things, like you are participating in this kind of activities, like you are using energy and all these
Yes,
kind of things.
yes.
So when you overdo, you are overdoing. I mean, definitely you end up in the hospital, not you dying, but I mean maybe your blood and everything. I mean, will get drained.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. So here's the case. Let's say the lady love him so much. Excuse me. There's been incidents whereby, sake of that and the lady will have to break up with the guy because of that. But here's the case. Let's say the girl loves him so much and then she can't let go. And yes, so she decides to still be with someone like that who is hypersexual. Like each and every day, be them for do one. Each and every day, be them for do one.
I mean, that's her opinion though, but I mean, in my opinion, I would suggest that you should kind of move away from that because you know we normally learn from our mistakes here.
Yeah.
So you cannot sit down and be saying that oh yeah I mean because you love him and this and that because some of these relationship selves that maybe they'll be active they'll be participating in this kind of this thing like the person will be using all these things overuse. Most of them self don't even end up in like
Marriages, yeah, yeah.
marriages, yeah. So what if your relationship before self they are even dating, they've not
Mm-hmm.
even confirmed them to be a couple or
Yeah.
they've not even confirmed you guys as a married this thing and you are doing this thing. So definitely I mean it will
True.
if you don't take care it will end up in this thing and
Yeah.
I mean that's what I'll say, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, guys, back to the story. So that was just by the way. Swatman said, since hypersexual was raised in our story, so let's get back to the story. We just wanted to clear the air about that. Yes. So back to the story. So he says that she has all the qualities I need. Of late, though, she's making me question as to whether she loves me or just wants someone to sleep with. That's the guy talking. Me and her are both hypersexual. So in this particular story, the guy and the girl are both hypersexual. This is just okay. And that works out fine for both of us. But aside from sex, I want us to have a connection, a simple conversation, a romantic dinner, or something. But she never reciprocates. Yes, this and every encounter just leads to sex, Charlie. As if, as if that isn't bad enough. She barely texts, replies when she wants, and it's a pattern now where she starts being all nice when she's horny. Oh, is this love? I'm thinking of withdrawing from sexual activities with her to see if that will help. But a part of me feels she will cheat. You got the story right.
Yeah.
So here is the case. Let me just summarize it. So the story is that there's this young man who is in a relationship with this young girl, and they are both hypersexual, which means that both of their sex drive is high. Yes. Now the guy is saying that he loves the girl so much, but it just looks like um they are not having a real relationship. Like he's trying to have a real relationship with her. Like for example, let me take you out to dinner. Let's have some romantic night. I mean, let's have real conversations. Let's talk about how our day went. And then the girl will be ignoring him all the time. And then whenever he texts her, I mean, she doesn't reply instantly. Whenever she feels like replying, that's when she replies. That's what man said. And the day that she'll be acting all loving and romantic will be the day that she feels for sex or the day that she's horny. So the guy feels like, it's like the girl is using me because of sex. I feel like I'm only there because of sex. It's like she only comes to me when she needs sex. So he feels like he wants to end the relationship because he feels like it's all about sex, and that is not what he wants. He wants a real relationship where sex is not just everything. So he's here asking that he wants to withdraw from the relationship, but at the same time he loves her so much. Then he feels like when he leaves, he's going to cheat. So what should he do, bro? What do you think?
You were talking about, I mean, the girl here, like both of them, they are hypersexual,
Hypersexual.
and made a statement that like whenever the girl needs
Sex.
sex,
That's when she start
that's
being
when
loving.
she kind of calls and give the guy attention that much. So this is a sign that because it's like you are rendering a service. You see, when you do something for somebody and you render service to the person, and the person doesn't need you anymore after
Yeah.
the service, because most of the times when you see those guys that they do say that they like hookups, girl, and all these things
Yeah.
that because all those people they are looking for like money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is nothing like affection or there is nothing
Yeah.
like
Affection.
anything connected or anything love that much because they are rendering service to those who are patronizing them. So once you involve in that now, you pay and they render service to you. So
Yeah.
there's nothing like connection or this thing. Because if you are dating somebody and like you are not having that kind of connection, you are not having that kind of maybe affection and
Yeah. Then
time
why are you
and
dating?
giving this
Yeah.
thing because you guys are supposed to like know each
So
other
you know
better
each other beyond
because
sex.
yeah, beyond that this thing you have to get to know each other more. You have to have that kind of connection between both of you. But if it's like one way or the other, somebody is much interested in this kind of this thing, then that should tell you that that's where what kind of feelings or that's what she
Yeah.
is really into, and she is not into. I mean, being. I mean, making something
Mm.
serious between both of them. Yeah. So I think if I mean, he really loves himself and wants a serious something now,
You
the
think
best thing is to go for somebody who I mean
who wants?
who wants you
Yes.
beyond that
Beyond
because
sex or someone who will
yeah
be for real.
because you are not only having sex. I mean, sex is something that is part of when maybe you guys are, I mean,
Yeah.
dating and all that. So it shouldn't be like, oh, when I need you for this, then I can only call you. Then after that, I'll be calling, or you'll be calling this thing, and then the person will not hear from you or this thing. Then when you need it, no, 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 no.
Yeah,
That's
that's
this
just
thing.
so bad. I mean, there's been instance whereby this situation can be vice versa. I think that there are some girls in the relationship who are not there for love. They just want someone to satisfy their sexual
Yeah,
needs.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, here is the kid. The guy feels like he's being used. Like I test
You
you.
see, if this was like a guy in the
Yes,
opposite kind of
doing
doing
that to
this,
the
doing
girl.
that,
Is,
people will be on the neck that
yeah,
oh, the
leave
girl should
me.
move fast, but
Yes,
what they
the
are
guy
using
is
her and all
using
that.
her.
But because it's a lady here, somebody will feel like oh, this is a lady. I mean,
Yeah,
you should. I mean, continue. This is what guys are looking for and all that. But the person is using you. Is using
yes,
you. So it shouldn't be like, oh, since it's the girl who is doing that, the guy should feel comfortable or the guy should follow up with that. No, no, no. And you know,
mm,
these days, to like people normally are getting infections and all
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
let me say the time that maybe she will call the guy and she doesn't get any information or she doesn't get like the guy's attention or something. Since she wants that, what
She
if she
gets
go and
some.
get somebody
Yeah, to satisfy her
to
sexual needs.
satisfy
Yeah,
her
yeah,
and maybe the guy who she even got maybe is infected or
yeah.
something
We'll surely get come back
she'll
and bring
I
it.
mean she'll surely get it and later on when she needs you and she have you beside her and she'll transfer it to I mean you so people like that with high sex desire, you should normally be careful with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I mean I mean having those kind of things with them, you should basically know they are like health this thing because
Mm,
every day they are feeling high. If they don't kind of
do it.
do
They
it
don't
and
feel
they'll
okay.
kind of it's like people who normally smoke. I mean,
Addicted to
they are
drugs.
addicted it.
Yeah,
So if they don't get it, it's like their skin or their body system is kind of feeling weak. Once they
yeah,
now get
yeah,
it, it calms them down.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
It's true.
how it is.
So this is it. So now the guy, listen, people shouldn't think that or society always makes it look like as if say guys are always the one using the girl. Yeah, there are girls using guys. A lady can literally pretend as if so door, but on door she doesn't love you just because of what she's getting from you. And here is the kid. It's just a similar thing. Let's say this lady is not demanding. We didn't see money in the story. It's not about money, but she just wants someone who can satisfy her sexually. And you can tell, say, this girl, her head is not in the game. Her head is on the relationship. It's only when she wants sex, that's when she start being romantic. Hey, baby, and all. But meanwhile, when there was, when the girl is not horny, the guy wants to have a real, a real conversation with my girlfriend. Like, let me take you out. These are some of the things that makes a relationship nice. So this is where we are going to talk about. So do you think a relationship should all be about sex or lust? Is there more beyond that?
I mean, sex is definitely part of, dating and all
Yeah.
that. So it's like you are entitled to it if only you do the needed that you are supposed to do. But it's way beyond that though, because you guys, if you are dating now, you are dating to like know each other better,
Make
see if
memories.
you
Yeah.
can make memories, take pictures of you, like things you guys do together
Go to
and
the
all that. I
movies,
mean,
take a walk.
do like something that will spice it up so that you kind of have a sweet memories of you guys,
Mm-hmm.
in your love doing and all that, way beyond that kind of sex. If one person is always about that kind of this thing and doesn't give you that attention, it should spark your mind, or it should,
Tell you.
tell you that no, this person is not what really about me. This
Yeah.
person wants to what only use me in this way. So
Yeah.
quickly, it should best for, I mean, the one of them to, step out of the distance, because if you don't step out quick and you are doing this thing now, you are also what aging. You are
Yes.
aging and aging and aging.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. So yeah, I think that um somebody will say, "'Cause I just saw this here. He's asking, is this love? So I'll ask you. So all over,
Yeah.
what's your love language? Somebody will
Oh,
say, me, my love language is, let's say, my guy or my girlfriend giving me gifts. Somebody will say that my love language is that he gives me money, or my love language is that we go out. Everybody have their own love language. Can this be this lady's love language?
like if
Like,
I'm
this is
to,
how she feels. Like, this is how she can express her love, or this is how she wants her love to be expressed sexually.
sexually,
They
I mean, even though sexually, but it should be, way beyond you, not what, offering something way better than that. Because if it should be sexually or it should be about sex alone, there are a whole lot of girls out there who basically what they can offer sex. But a guy who is seriously, looking for something better, in the future, wants to make plans with, a good lady or to settle down with her. It looks way beyond sex.
yeah.
Because if you are the guy, if you are somebody that like you like sex too much, the guy will be thinking in his mind that what if he marries you then down, like, and you guys have, settled down. And what if he steps out, he goes to work? Like,
He
that would be,
travels, he comes
he
home late.
travels. Since you are that kind of type, definitely, you would be eager to go for somebody to
Yeah.
come and, do those kind of things with. You
Yeah.
understand? So, even that one is part of the listener. It should be balanced. Like, there should be time, giving attention. I mean, I
Mm,
mean, one time, or maybe once in a while, you go out, you talk about, like, ask yourself questions like, oh, if you watch, like, what made you really choose me, like, those kind of things,
yeah.
and you get to find out more of what you guys, if you are really meant for each
Yeah.
other,
Plan
or
the
if you are not.
future, the
Because if you
kids.
are not talking about these things and you are talking about one side alone, then I don't know what you are really, planning,
Yeah.
or what you are really looking for.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's what I would say. It should be, it should be balanced.
Yeah.
It
You know.
shouldn't be one side alone focused
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. They should always
Yeah.
reciprocate. Swat
Only
massing.
if, they want to just have fun and just have fun for the rest of their lives. That one they can do it. But if you are, looking for something way beyond
Yeah.
that, and
Something
because,
real.
yeah, our advice that you should what, you should go for somebody who is offering that kind of this thing.
All right, that's a very nice one from all over. And here is the guy is saying that the girl is never reciprocating whatever he gives to her. So what man says. So he feels like he's being used. So I think, sir, I think my advice to him is that he should just have a real conversation with the girl. You know one thing about, I mean, relationship. Listen, no matter how wrong or whenever something is going wrong in the relationship, listen, better sit your partner down and talk to them before you take any action, because you cannot take any action without talking to them. So that's what I say. So make sure, say, before you take a bold step to leave the relationship, you tried and you did your best. Don't leave them in the loophole thinking, say, what did they do? I didn't do anything. Like maybe unconsciously they didn't realize, or they don't realize what they've done. So I feel like that is a matured way of taking a step in a relationship. You don't just make decisions and leave, because that is somebody's emotions too. So whatever step this guy wants to take right now, he should just sit this lady down and talk to her. Say, look, I'm real for you. Like, I love you. I want to have a future with you. I want to build something with you. It's not about sex. It's not about that. Yes, of course, we're having fun. But sometimes later, I want to do more. I want to take you out. I text you. You don't reply. Like, what's going on? Is it all about the sex? Honestly, if the girl gives him the honest response, say, look, I'm so sorry, I'm not into you like that, but I really just like sex with you. And the guy still decides to stay, that, oh, okay, since you don't love me and you like this, I also enjoy sex with you. Let us both enjoy the sex. Then they now both know
They
that
now,
it's
yeah,
about the sex. You get it. But when somebody is thinking that I love you, I want to have more with you, and you one person just thinking about the sex, then one is going to feel like I'm being used, or that person doesn't love me. And it happens all the time. And then whoever you are, a lady or a male, listen, you should be smart enough to know when somebody is trying to use you. You are always the one giving more into the relationship. You text him, you text her, she doesn't reply, he doesn't reply. Whenever they feel like, these are all signs or flags or green light or red light, that should tell you, say, Charlie, wait here and fact. So you should just have to sit up. So I think my advice is that you should just sit the lady down. When they talk about it and she's like, yeah, I also love you, but I'll try and work on it. And yes, so she's doing the same thing, then that is when you take the step to leave, because at least you tried. So Ozzy, what do you think? All
yeah,
over. What do you think your
it's,
advice
I
would be?
mean, it's the best.
Yeah, that's just the
It's the
best.
best.
I mean, let's just be honest. Be real. Look, I love you. I love you. I don't love you. I don't love you. I don't feel the way you feel.
Because you have to find out from one's, feelings,
Yes.
to know whether, the person is really into you, to avoid wasting of time.
Yes, I'm not wasting of time. And listen, people like people who are real. I like people who are real. I like a lady who is real. Like, look, we are doing this. I don't like. I feel like if I'm in a relationship with you and there's a problem, it would be best if you tell me first before you even tell your best friend. People have issues in their relationship, and then guess who they tell first? Their best friend, their close
I
friend.
mean, you can have a best friend as a lady or as a guy, but if you're in a relationship, I think you should avoid all this kind of bestie and best
Messi,
what,
hey,
because
that is
I
another
mean
whole
those
level
kind of
thing.
things. I mean, it's a red light because if, for example, now if you should open up, or maybe there should be some instance where you should see the thought of your bestie or this now. If you open up to him, now that person, if you give chance, that person will not hesitate to, I mean, involve in any sexual activity
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. Especially
what,
when a female is having a male best friend.
it's not even only the female, it's the male too.
Males to having female best
Yeah,
friends.
so both side goes for, this thing. Yeah,
I mean, I've had stories whereby people are like secretly crashing on their best friend, and then they don't want to say it to ruin their relationship or whatever thing they have, because if I go and tell him or her that I'm crashing, it will be like to be weird, because you guys have
I
been
mean,
vibing
no one
normal.
is saying that you can't have best friend, but for a couple, like, sorry to say, I'm saying a couple,
So
like,
don't worry.
people who are dating, you're having best friend. For example, a male, you're having female best friends. When your partner is there for you, what are you having the female
Female
best
best
friends
friend
for?
for,
I
yeah.
mean, your best friend should be your partner.
Yes.
Goes for the male too as well.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, it should be both these things. So that's how it's supposed to be.
You
Your
just You just imagine if you're a guy and you have a female best friend and your female best friend don't like your girlfriend. You know how ladies just have this weird jealousy thing vibe. They can a lady can just say lady and they just don't like her. They just acting and giving attitude to each other. And the situation happen like this, and you are going to a female best friend for advice. And already low key, she doesn't like your best friend. So what do you think the advice would be? You will just tell you to just leave her or just something like that. It's about time you know just have to be real and let's just put things aside. So that is it. So the advice that you should just talk to her and then let's just see how it will go. So like I said before, if you are in a relationship and something is not going you right, sit your partner down, talk about it, have real conversation like adults. What must say? Yes, then whatever it is, you guys will settle it. That alone will just give you peace. If you're able to do that, have that conversation, that alone will just, have honest conversation. That alone will, give you peace. So that is it. So this is in the shadows, yes, where we take anonymous stories, then we share our thoughts around it. Yes. Um, Follow us on our social media handles at Kinjaf Studios. Yes, Kinjaf, I'm your host, always and always. So that's my say. So yes, on YouTube at Kinjaf Studios. If you're this is your first time watching us on YouTube, kindly click on the subscribe button, like, comment, and share to your loved ones too as well. So that's my say. And also on TikTok, Kinjaf Studios, Facebook, Thread, X is at Kinjaf Studios, and then Instagram is at Kinjaf Studios One. So guys, subscribe to stay connected for more anonymous stories. See you on our next story. Yeah.